Well, let's talk a little bit about financial freedom today. Wanted that to be one of the focuses of this channel, and I wanted to talk about it because been through some things, been through some challenges in my life when it comes to finances. Started off, as I have mentioned to you before, I have started off in my life very poor. Um, Made some good money in my life, and have spent some time being very bad with good money. And then I have learned to manage money. I've learned to take care of my money. And when you take care of your money takes care of you. And so, one of the things you may have heard me say is that I believe that a lot of poor people continue to stay poor because they think poor, and rich people stay rich because they um, uh, they think rich. It starts between your ears, and it really has a huge impact on the way that you treat your money, the way that you treat your finances. And so I wanted to talk about a particular person, and his name is Dave Ramsey. Now, there is a lot of back and forth about this man. All right. Some people love this guy, and some people hate this guy, and some people love to hate this guy. It's like three sides to a coin. It's kind of impressive. So, so may say to me, Nathan, you are nobody. So let's get your opinion. So let me help you with that. Um, here's my opinion about Dave Ramsey. Um, Here's one of the reasons why he's so successful is because he keeps things so simple. Now, if you go and you talk to some financial experts, by the time you're done, you'll probably have a headache. You'll probably walk away going, well, first of all, that is just entirely impossible. That'll never work. There's no way I can pull that off, and I'm out. Um, I remember my first time going and talking to a financial advisor. I was probably 20 years old. And I sat down and talked to him, and I said, here's my budget, here's the amount of money I'm spending, here's my bills. And I remember what the literally financial person told me, you need to make more money. And I thought, that's not helpful. I came to you to kind of help me get this in order, not for you to be like, hey, you got to go get a different job. And one of the things that I really like about Dave Ramsey is he has got just what he calls the 7 baby steps, that he just takes you through this process, just simple, 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 simple. And it's the reason why they call baby steps, because they're baby steps, like a baby could do it. Okay. And so I really like the simplicity of what he does. I really do. I think that it's something that all of us can just sit down and do. Let me tell you my favorite thing though that Dave Ramsey taught me was he has got a budget. He's got a budget app that you can download it on your phone. You can use it on your computer, and it's called Every Dollar. And I think it's just everydollar.com. Trust me, I'm not getting paid for any of this. I don't have an associated deal, nothing, right? This is all for free. Everydollar.com. It's free, but there also is a paid version of it if you wanted to sync up with your bank accounts. But it's free. And here's the thing that it taught me, that freed me. This freed my mind. Okay, listen to me. This freed my mind. That every dollar that you get in your check needs to go somewhere. Now, that may just sound like just the dumbest thing you've ever heard from a simplicity standpoint, or it may give you anxiety, because it gave me anxiety. When I saw my check come in and, mortgage was due, or rent was due, before I was a homeowner, a car payment or whatever it was, and I saw all this money going everywhere, it stressed me out. But when I started using this app, it freed my mind, because I started to see that every dollar needs a home. Okay, it needs to go somewhere. It needs to either go to a bill, it needs to go to a debt, it needs to go into savings, and then when every dollar has a home, you're done. You're done with your budget. Okay, and this really truly is the basics of finance. You have got to create that budget. You have got to know where every dollar is going. And once you do that, it really does free your mind. And so I'd encourage you to check him out, Dave Ramsey. Of all the things that I really like about him, his simplicity, his 7 baby steps, and I'll go through them really quick. It's an emergency fund of $1,000. It's the first thing you need to do. You need to set aside $1,000. Every single one of us is going to have an emergency sometime in our life. You're going to get the flat tire. Someone's going to die in your family. You're going to have some kind of an emergency that you're going to have to find money for. Set aside $1,000. Baby step number 1. Baby step number 2 is pay off all your debt except your house. Credit card debt, cars, everything. Pay it off except your house. Number 3, 3 to 6 months of savings. So 3 to 6 months of running your life in a bank. Okay? And then baby step 4, invest 15%. And yes, I have this over here, so I'm like, invest 15% of your household income towards retirement. And number 5 is start to save for your children's college fund. I only have 4 daughters, so that's not too big of a deal. And then baby step 6 is to pay off your home early. And then baby step 7, which is the one that I really loved, is to build wealth and give. And he's a big fan of that, is really kind of giving back into your community, giving back into churches, nonprofits, that sort of thing, to build up your community. So big fan of that. The only thing I'm not a big fan of Dave Ramsey, he's a little bit intense for me. I am a lover, not a fighter. I am much more likely to hug you than to try to get in an argument with you. And so sometimes he's a little bit intense for me. That's my only complaint about Dave Ramsey. Other than that, I think the simplicity of that guy, it just resonates with so many people. And he'll call you out. He's not afraid to call you out. And he's going to give you some sound advice about attacking those small debts first. Now, most financial advisors will tell you attack the big debts first. He's going to say attack the little debts first. And the reason why he's going to say that is because it kind of gives you an emotional boost. You're going to take all your debts, you're going to list them out, and you're going to attack that little one, and you're going to be like, oh, that one's gone. And you're going to attack the next one, oh, that one's gone. And you're going to start this, I think they call it the jelly bean effect, and there's a few other things that people call it. You can look that up on YouTube. But I just wanted to introduce you to this concept and to this guy. I'll introduce you to many more things as we go along in this kind of journey together and this sort of thing. But I think it's an interesting concept. Check out, he's got a huge following, especially among Christian groups. You can probably find a church near you that's going to have some kind of a deal with him. You can find all kinds of stuff online for all his training things and training material, and there's groups all over the place that meet and discuss things about him. I'm telling you, he's successful because he's simple. It's just simple and to the point. And he's not an idiot, right? This guy's college educated. He's had all the degrees. He's had all the certifications to go along with it. And a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people hate him. A lot of people love him. A lot of people love to hate him. But the simplicity of it is the reason why there's success in it. And when you're doing financial planning in your life, you need something simple. And the reason why you need something simple is just straight to this point, because you'll stick to it. Simplicity allows you to stick to the plan. And so I encourage you to check him out. I think that you'll probably enjoy some of his stuff. And you can go to daveramsey.com or everydollar.com and look at those things, and I think you'll enjoy some of that stuff, and perhaps it can give you a little bit of that financial freedom. This is what it's all about, is financial freedom in our lives. I'm not trying to sit here and get rich off of you. I'm not even selling anything. I got nothing for you. I'm just trying to share a little wisdom and some tips to perhaps push you along the way to help you to become happier and be more fulfilled in life, because life is just entirely too short for us all to sit here and be miserable and to be in debt. And I really, truly believe that the more debt we have in our lives, the more just natural stress is just pushing us down, and it's going to drive us crazy. So get out of debt. Push away the debt. It's really a lot less harder than you think. But we really have to change the way we think. We have to change the way we function. And you'd be surprised how easy it is. Try a simple method. You may want to check them out. Take care. Have a great day.